What's going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today I got a 1997 Ford Ranger. What I'm going to do on this thing is I'm going to replace the brake booster. It's leaking internally. When you step on the brake, you can hear the air whooshing, and so it's running really rough. So when you're losing the vacuum through the brake booster, you're going to lose performance because the engine needs to maintain a certain amount of vacuum. So basically we're going to change that out. Thanks for tuning in. Please subscribe. Let's get started. All right, first things first, we got to get this master cylinder off. So I'm going to first, this is the check valve for the master cylinder to make sure that you don't lose any air. So I'm going to take that out, get that out the way. Underneath here, it's a low level sensor. There's a little tab. Take this off. There we go. See right here where the tab is, you just pull down on it, slide it out, get it out the way. Take the lines out. I see them halfway set up for now. At least I broke them free. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to work on taking the other ones out. Take the two brackets off. Now we got the ones that are holding the master cylinder on. All right, now I got the free from the bolts. Kind of wiggle a little bit to get a little space back there, and it pops out. All right, now comes the fun part. Got to disconnect it from the inside, and to do that, got to take these four bolts out, the four nuts out, and disconnect the rod, and then it'll come out the other side. So right now there's a clip. It's right here. You can see I got a broken wire here I got to fix. I got to take this little clip thing out, and then we'll get going with it. This little spring little deal. See, it slides right out. There we go. Come on. There we go. Little green clip there. Take that out. Pop it out the side. Okay. This little deal came out right there. So it's a brake light switch. For some reason, it's got the wire on it. I'm gonna see about possibly replacing it. Hopefully the new one comes with more wires. So these little things right here. So is that. Now to get these nuts free. There we go. Pull that out the way. Now we got it all disconnected. Let's slide right out. Like that. All right, time to put the new brake booster back in. Just slides right in. There you go. I'm gonna bolt it in from the other side. Just like that. There we go. So the bushing goes inside this thing right here, the little push rod deal, and then the brake light switch goes on the outside of it, And I'm gonna cut this old one off and just connect the wires up there like that. Once you got that on, you throw this little washer on there. Then set this little clip on there. There we go. Here you go, here's a close-up of it. Again, the bushing goes inside the rod, and then the switch goes outside that with a little washer, and then that little that pin there. You can see right there, you can see I already stripped the wires. I'm going to use that to connect to the new switch. Put that boy in there. One. Got them set up, hooked up right there. Well, thank God we're done with this part. This is the worst part of the job. I'm gonna hang this up though, zip tie it to something. All right guys, it's time for the new master cylinder. And basically what I gotta do before I put it on the truck is I gotta bench bleed it. So I'm just gonna go through how I'm gonna do it. There's instructions included with each one. I don't have a vise that can clamp it in there and do it, so it's gonna be a little sketchy, but it's gonna work. And obviously I'm gonna make sure all the air is bled out of the system before I let it go. So the first thing you do is you gotta throw some fluid in there, and you're looking for it to slowly start dripping out of these ports right here. So here we go. Sometimes it takes a little bit of time, so now it's a waiting game. Just wait for it to come out the holes there. There we go. See how it purged out of that one right there? There we go. So now I got them out of both. See, sometimes it takes a little bit of time. So while it's dripping, I'm gonna go ahead and start capping them off. And these little caps, they're crappy. So getting them in there, they always want to go in crooked for whatever reason. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna push on the piston slowly. Now you can see bubbles. When I did that, you start to see some bubbles in there. Sometimes I like to tap it. See if you can see in there. See, like there's some more bubbles right there. There we go. Light taps just to kind of shake those bubbles out. Again, push it in a little more. Really slow. Oh, there's more bubbles. Really slow. Wait a little bit. There's some on this side right here coming out. Oh, there's more right there. There we go. No more air. All right, it's time to stab this thing. We got a bench bled. Now basically make sure that rod and everything's lined up. The rod goes inside the hole. Boom, got it mounted. There we go. Double checking, making sure nice and tight. I got this bracket here. Goes on there, gets secured there. And might as well just plug in that switch. Since that bracket is a support bracket for the lines, I want to keep them kind of loose. I'm going to go ahead and just leave it kind of loose until I get the lines in there properly. Notice it's going in easy. If you start fighting it and it doesn't feel right, start over. You don't want to cross thread it. Nice and tight. I wasn't sure if the new one was going to come with this little check ball here. There we go. There we go. Top it off. Alright guys, see this little hill going into my shop? The truck wouldn't even make this truck wouldn't even make it up that hill, so let's go ahead and try it out, see how good it does. Does it no problem. Alright, well I just went on a road test. Stops really good. The power's back. So I'm happy with it. So thanks again for tuning in. Please subscribe, like the video, send a comment. Hey, I'd love to hear from you. So you have a good day. Thanks for watching. Later.